That doesn't sound good.
Not good? Sister Elise basically announced that the apocalypse is almost upon us.
Oh, come on. That seems a bit exaggerated.
Have you already forgotten the flood wave then?
How could I?
See? And what did the letter say? It mentioned a flood wave, didn't it?
That could be a coincidence.
And by mere coincidence, some people are leaving dead bodies in their wake just to get their hands on this letter? And by mere coincidence, during these last few weeks, a major part of the very disasters that Zandona foretold happened one after the other, in the exact order of the prophecy.
Which is...
First pestilence and disease, just like the epidemic in Western Africa that still has millions of people living as fugitives.
So you think that was the first harbinger? What next?
Next, the punishment of the greedy.
The burning oil fields in the Middle East leading up to a severe economic crisis?
Probably, and then a war.
There are plenty of those to choose from. But the most gruesome is probably the Civil War in South America, triggered by the collapse of the financial system.
Earthquake.
Japan.
Burning mountains.
The volcanic eruptions in Southeast Asia.
Followed by a flood.
Which we've seen for ourselves. You're beginning to scare me.
I am sorry, but this is what Zandona's prophecy says. And it is also what the Puritas Cordis sect is preaching. I have no idea what the key might be that Sister Elise mentions in her letter, but she seems to think that the prophecies can be stopped by using this key.
How can anyone stop a prophecy?
Beats me, but I know this much. If there is even the slightest possibility that all those disasters may actually be followed by the apocalypse, we have a real problem on our hands. And if there is even a remote possibility of stopping the apocalypse, or at least taking some appropriate preventive measures, then we should definitely make use of it.
Okay, you're right. I can't and won't really believe that a bunch of old prophecies are about to come true. But looking down from a cloud afterwards and saying, if only I had, doesn't seem too tempting either. What do you suggest?
We need to go to Gatineau.
Where exactly is that?
The place vanished from the history books centuries ago. But a few years ago, they discovered the ruins of a small town that they think is Gatineau. And if there is anything left to find there, we must do so before anyone else does. Before it's too late.
Then we should head there immediately. There's another section of beach over that way. Maybe we'll find something there that will help us get away from here. I'm going to need your help, though. It's a rather steep descent.
That should be all right. I'm still feeling sort of shaky, but I guess I'll be up to lending you a hand for a little climb. When you want to come back, just let me know. I'll help you get up here then.
Great. I'm going to take a look around.
You do that. Maybe you can somehow fix the boat over there. And it would be good to know where on earth we are.
It looks a bit tattered, but you never know. There might still be something usable inside. A map. It looks about as tattered as the tank bag, but I guess that was to be expected. A little acid from the battery should work wonders. What have we got here? This suit doesn't look too bad. And there's a digital camera here, too. I should make a habit of looting stranded suitcases. Look, I found you some nice dry clothes. Well, nice might be stretching it a bit, but at least they are dry.
The way you are fussing over me, you would make a great nun.
That's a bit of an overstatement. You'd better get changed. I won't look, I promise.
This is much better.
I'll just wind this hose around here. I've fixed plenty of motorcycles before, but this is a bit different. A wise man once said, "If the boat will not come to the motorcycle will go to the boat." Great idea. I can use that to lift the boat. I'll go get some more of those life vests. Now it looks like a hovercraft. I'll never be able to move the entire landslide, but I'll just dig near these scraps of packaging. Maybe the contents are still around here too. A fan blade from a truck's alternator. Looks like my digging has actually turned up something useful. I might actually be able to use the fan blade as a propeller. But first I would have to turn this rowboat into a motorboat. Yes, that might do the trick. I'll remove this engine and attach it to the boat. Off to work. A perfect fit. A nearly perfect makeshift propeller. My training as a motorcycle mechanic has proved useful once again. The camera's optical and digital zoom functions are really handy. I can even read the place names from that signpost on the camera's display. The map shows the same towns I saw written on the signpost, including Gatineau, the place David Carell spoke of. It's a bit more than a stone's throw away, but easy enough to find. We just have to follow the Seine upstream. How are you doing?
I'm still feeling rather weak, but I'll be all right.
I think we have everything we need now. Our current location, a map to get us to our destination, a more or less intact boat, and dry clothes.
Yes, I think we can head for Gatineau now.
Let's hope we find the clues we're looking for there.
I certainly hope so too.